There are very few things I hear recently that make me think that I'm a part of that Twilight Zone episode where the couple is on the train and they keep going around to the same stop over and over again in a circle before they realize that they're a part of some giant alien's toy box. And the giant alien sort of rips the lid off and picks the train up and looks at them in the window. And he's like, it's all a big joke. And I had read about the Tide Pod challenge. I assumed it was a joke. Like, I assumed it was see, if you're an older person on the internet, an older person of 34, who's been around for some of the shit that 4chan has done in the past, there was this prank that 4chan pulled on the news called Jenkem. And they made it up total wholesale. Like, they claimed a boy collected all of his waste in a 2-liter soda jug for weeks. He put a balloon over the bottle. And then when the balloon was about to burst from the gas it had collected, he huffed it, like people who huff paint. And it's bullshit. It's a lie. What happened was they put this PSA out there, this fake PSA that was like, don't try Jenkem. And it was just to see if idiots would try it anyway. And it gives you that basic setup of like, just to see if anyone would really try it. And what ended up happening was this local rube or local yokel Fox affiliate or something picked it up and said, like, teach your children about the dangers of Jenkem. And it was one of those victories for 4chan. Everyone's just like, ha ha ha, like, those dumbasses think this Jenkem shit is real. So that was what I thought about the Tide Pod challenge. I'm like, there's no way that people look at a brick of detergent and think that that should go in their mouth. Detergent is an epicac. Like, people know that, right? Dish soap and stuff like that, it's an epicac, meaning it makes you vomit. You can't consume it. Like, it irritates your esophagus and the lining of your stomach until you vomit it. So I don't think you can consume it. Can you? So I thought this was a joke until Tide, all these news articles about like people saying, I don't do the Tide Pod challenge. The Tide Pod challenge is, well, okay, then you don't do it, but is it real? And all these people like the Tide Pod challenge and tell your children about the Tide Pod challenge. I'm like, are you all getting played like by some Jenkem style prank to the point where Tide changed the shape of their containers? Like, good on you, 4chan, if that's the case. If the Tide Pod challenge is another Jenkem. But if it's not, then, my God, people who talk about us heading towards the movie Idiocracy, I'm like, people eating detergent if it's real. If that's real, like, what is it, Brondo? Are you gonna water your crops with it next? Do you guys need Not Sure to tell you to not eat detergent and to not water your crops with it and to not fuel your cars with it? God damn it. Go to the back of the class. Stop eating soap. I'm sorry. Bye.